Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm really excited because we are starting a bathroom makeover. I'm a very creative and visual person and I love home design and interior design, so I'm really excited to start this bathroom makeover. I decided to start with our guest bathroom since it's a small enough space that it won't intimidate me to completely make it over, and I can hopefully learn a lot through the process. I also think doing a guest bathroom is a really great idea because it'll be a place where my guests can see it and kind of see the direction we want to take the house. In today's video, we're going to be going over what the bathroom looks like before. We're going to also go through a mood board so you guys can see the direction I'm taking the bathroom and I can have a point of reference when I'm picking out design pieces. And then we're going to go thrifting to see if we can find anything on the mood board and help keep this bathroom makeover on a budget. So this is our guest bathroom off of our main hallway. It's pretty yellow, pretty beige, pretty simple, builder grade, not a lot of stylistic choices. Whatever this choice is, I'm not loving it. Not a lot of style, and just pretty basic overall. So there are a couple things that we will not be changing in this bathroom. This is a budget makeover and I'm not a plumber, so we're gonna be keeping the vanity and the shower tub the way it is. We're also keeping the floors the way they are. They're just linoleum faux stone, which I don't really mind. I think I like natural elements, so faux stone kind of gives that natural, organic, bohemian vibe that we're taking the bathroom. Some things that will be changing is I would love to change out the mirror, this light fixture, and probably get some more neutral toned lighting. I just don't love how orange and yellow this room is. We're also definitely changing out the shower curtain. We will be painting the walls in here and we'll talk about colors soon, but I would also love to update this cabinet. I've seen people redo cabinets to look like wood. This is just like particle board, so I would love to try and make this look like a wood cabinet. Other than that, we'll be doing a couple of stylistic changes. We'll be moving the towel rod to this wall and adding some decor elements that will really make this space feel like ours and kind of set the direction for our whole house. With those changes in mind, let's move on to the mood board so I can start seeing what sort of pieces we're looking for and the direction that we're going to take the bathroom. Today we're going to be using Milanote to create the vision board. I really like this app. It's pretty simple and straightforward to use, so let's dive in. When designing a space, I like to start with Pinterest because other people have already done the work to make a beautiful, breathtaking space. So that's where we are today. I've saved a couple of pictures that I think really embodies the style we're going for. Me and my fiance love white walls, very simple, airy, breezy, bohemian, kind of rustic design, really natural, organic, and lived in is what we really like the look of. So here are a couple images I think that really embody that and what we're looking for. So let's save some of these to the mood board. I'm thinking this picture really embodies what we're going for. It has the stone flooring that we somewhat have in our bathroom. And I really love the idea of trying to make the vanity this light neutral toned wood. It also has the white walls that we're looking for. So let's save this image. I'll copy the image and we can go to Milanote, and it's literally this easy. You can just paste it in here. So I think this picture will be kind of our main driving and directional focus for the bathroom. I think this picture also does a good job of kind of the direction we're going. We already have chrome fixtures in the bathroom, and I'm not planning on changing out all of them. Probably not any of the more stationary plumbing fixtures, but when it comes to mirrors and lights and towel accessories, I'm thinking black is the direction we'll go because it's most harmonious with chrome and it modernizes the space in a way that I feel is really fresh. And again, this picture has kind of that muted wood-toned vanity that we're looking for. One thing I haven't quite decided on with the bathroom is we've been seeing a lot of this trend of painting trim darker than the walls. You know, traditionally trim is white, and that's the way our bathroom is set up now. I think it could be really fun to add color into the space that way, but I'm not sure if we'll need to, depending on how some of the other projects turn out. So I'm going to save this picture as a reference point of if some of our design choices aren't working or creating the vibe we're looking for, we'll also have this image to bring it all together. All right, so this is the direction we're headed. Let's go in and add some of the pieces I know we'll be getting and things that I've sort of started to source from online. I think a really great way to modernize the space is to change out some of these simpler fixtures like the drawer knobs and the towel hooks. I think that'll create a more modern effect, which is definitely what we're going for in this bathroom. For lighting, I'm thinking something like this would be nice. It's modern but also traditional, so I think a black fixture with some sconces would look really great. I'd love to try and thrift this, and if I had to flip it by painting it black, that would be an option. I think for mirrors, we're also looking for something that's similar to this image, so square, rounded edges, simple black trim. I also think we could do brown to match the cabinet if that's the direction we go. And the mirror is definitely something I'd like to thrift just because the pricing for mirrors can be a little expensive. So those are the fixtures we're going with for the bathroom. Next step is wall color. I'm thinking we'll go a really light white, off-white color for the walls. And then when it comes to creating the Bohemian in the mood, refreshing the linens and the rug. This rug definitely has the Bohemian effect we're going for, and I think the blacks and beiges will really help to pull the space together, and it really matches that picture above. So I think that'll look really nice in the space. So this is the finished mood board. We're going really simple, modern, Bohemian, peaceful, relaxing. I'm sure through thrifting we'll find some pieces that'll accessorize the space and add some personality, but this is really what I like, the direction we're going. I love simple, clean spaces. So with the vision in mind, let's head out to the thrift store and see if we can find any of these pieces secondhand that'll revitalize the space. And we also have to go to Home Depot to get painting. All right, see you guys there. Okay, so I just left Home Depot, and you guys, I have a lot to learn about home remodeling, redecorating, painting, all of that stuff. So thank you for being a part of this journey with me. If you want to see me learn and make mistakes and try new things and grow, definitely subscribe. We'll be doing a lot of projects and thrift flips and things like that, and I'm going to be learning a lot this year through my channel. So if you want to be along for that journey, definitely subscribe. But we just left Home Depot. I picked up a couple of paint samples because I have a feeling we're going to be painting a lot of walls in our house white. And so I think deciding on a specific white color that'll be like our go-to is a good idea. So picked up 3 white samples that we'll try out, and I also picked up some citrus strip to begin to strip the shelf I have. We also have to go thrifting today to see if we can find some other pieces we're looking for. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, we are hopping into Habitat for Humanity to see if there's any light fixtures and maybe mirrors that would work in the space. Let's take a look. Habitat for Humanity was not super successful for lighting, but I did find a mirror that was $25 and 40% off, which is just like a great deal for a mirror of that size, and probably wouldn't be able to find a mirror that affordably. So I think we'll have to flip it because it is gold. You can actually see it behind me. There's a Goodwill right here, so we're gonna pop in really quick and see if they have any lighting. I highly doubt it since most of the Goodwills are closed, but let's take a look just in case. Goodwill here is always so busy, so I didn't film a lot. There was no like lighting options, no like wall sconces or ceiling lights or anything like that, just some lamps and things. Yeah, no lighting yet. I think lighting will be the hard part, and the light fixture we have right now isn't something I'm super interested in keeping or spray painting and making it work, so we'll have to keep our eyes out for that. But I'll go home and we can show you the things we got, test out the paint samples, and try and make some final decisions on style. So I'll see you at home. So this mirror is as big of a mirror as I could have possibly gotten away with in the space, but I think it'll look really nice once we have all the pieces together and give the whole room a refresh. And here we go, we are off to the races. I am just dumping citrus strip onto the back of the shelf. This shelf I actually picked up from the thrift store a couple of weeks ago, so I will link that video above for you guys to check it out. I'm just applying a really generous layer of citrus strip to the bottom. I always like to start at the bottom just to make sure that the product won't ruin the surface, and I'm just giving this a nice healthy dose of stripper. I'm just really making sure that I cover everything, every nook and cranny, getting the edges done so that this thing is fully covered, and then when we go to remove the stripper, it'll be pretty simple. Once I was satisfied with the coverage, I just put some plastic bags over top of it so that it would keep the stripper nice and moist, and so it would really let it do its job and cure. I set a timer for 20 minutes to check on it at that point. When I came back to check on it, I noticed that some of it was peeling the way I was expecting, but for the most part, I noticed that the wood itself was actually pretty dark. After giving the bottom a scraping and a wipe down, I decided to whip out the orbital sander and just get off any of that remaining stain and residue. You can see my dog actually running around in the background and living his best life. I was very happy for him for that. I did not strip the top, but I decided to just hit it with my sander anyways. And you can see from the legs here how deep the wood tone actually is. And I was expecting that it was just going to be a really dark stain on some light wood. And I was very surprised to find out that this piece actually appears to be cherry, and we'll talk about what this means for my design choices going forward. Hey guys, it's the next day, and last night we left off with sanding down the shelf. I have the shelf here. Oh, hi. So I have the shelf here, and as you can see, it is a gorgeous, what I can only imagine is cherry, just based on its tonality. Cherry isn't the vibe, although this is absolutely stunning. I prefer more neutral toned woods. It's just a little too warm for my tastes. So there's two options. The first option is I can finish sanding it and try. It just feels like a crime. It really feels like a crime to try and make cherry something it's not. So I could paint it to fit the vibe more, or I could stain it or sand it down and put it somewhere else in the house, somewhere where maybe darker tones is more. What do you guys think? Do you think I should sand it down and keep it natural? Should I try and do a yellow stain over it to bring down some of those red tones, or should I paint it? I'm very curious on what you think. So today we are going to be painting the samples, and then at the end of the video we can kind of see what you guys think and what you like. So let's go do that now. So yesterday I changed out the light bulb to see if that would help tone down some of the warmness of the other lights, and I definitely think it has, but it just still, I just don't love this color. It's still kind of boring and dark. So I'm going to brighten it up, and we'll be testing our samples on this wall. So in order to know what color is what, I'm going to tape the sample card to the wall, and that way we'll know what's what. Very interesting. All right, let's get painting. Like there's definitely blue undertones in there. So let's see if I can really show you what's going on. So now I'm filming on my iPhone to see if I can get the color a little better. I feel like using a fancy camera for lighting is hard and I'm still learning how to do it. So it's really nice to see it in the iPhone because you can see it a lot better. Okay, so the paint swatches have dried and I love looking at them in the mirror because it shows me what the space is going to look like and how it's going to feel when we live in it. So I'm curious on what you guys think. Here are these swatches up close. We have Swiss Coffee, Smoky White, and Simply White. I have my opinions on the swatches, but I'm very curious to hear what you guys think. So definitely leave in the comments which swatch is your favorite, what your favorite of the whites are. I know it's a pretty simple color, but that's what we really like and enjoy in our space. The whites are making me think about painting the door a color and painting the cabinet a color, which let's go have that conversation. I've done research about the product called Thrifted, which is what you can use to paint non-wood surfaces so they look like they're wood, and I'm having second thoughts. The product is not necessarily cheap, so I'm not sure I want to try and experiment with it. I think it would be a really beautiful way to add warmth and a natural element to the space, but since we're having difficulties with the shelf being the right color, I'm thinking maybe painting it is the right way to go. That third inspiration picture we had really showed what it could look like painting the cabinet. And I think if all the walls are white, the door is really what you see behind you in the mirror. And so it could be fun to do a color accent and bring in some warmth and life into the space that way. But I'm really curious on what you guys think, if you think that painting the cabinet to make it look like wood is the way to go, or maybe painting it a color would be a fun way to add dimension and interest into the space. So definitely let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm so curious about all your thoughts and opinions on the shelving, on the cabinet, on the paint colors. I really would love this to be a collaborative experience. So definitely leave me all your thoughts, your opinions in the comments, no matter how boring you think my white walls are going to be. And yeah, thank you guys so much for being here today. I've really enjoyed doing this project with you, and I'm hoping to do it some more in the next couple weeks. I do work full time, so this is really just a hobby for me, and renovations take a long time. So I appreciate your patience and being here with me on this journey. I will see you guys next week. Bye.